Well, throughout Women's History Month, we're spotlighting local women who are making a difference in their communities. New this morning, we're introducing you to a woman who's making waves in the coffee industry and inspiring others along the way. 5 News reporter Morgan Wrigley shares her story.
All of our first introductions into coffee is like having coffee at a coffee shop.
But for roasters like Amber Dietrich, every cup starts long before it reaches the coffee shop.
Different coffees will look different shades of like truly like a green, a little bit of a bluish tint, some a little bit more brown.
Roasting is about precision.
I am taking measurement readings, like how dense is the bean, how much moisture is in that bean.
The process is about smell as much as it is sight.
Coffee will go from green to yellow to like a light brown to a darker brown. You can tell what different phases that you're in based on what things smell like.
Light, medium, or dark roast, every cup is a labor of love. Amber's journey started years ago with a career in specialty food and beverage. Along the way, she was introduced to specialty coffee.
It was just kind of being so involved in that community and seeing the value of what it adds to like the different neighborhoods that they serve.
In 2016, after moving from Dallas to Northwest Arkansas, where a strong coffee culture was brewing, she began to consider starting a company of her own.
At that time, there's women doing stuff in coffee, but you don't see a lot of people who are in leadership roles.
It's a venture that took her to different countries, meeting roasters and farmers and learning their stories as she traveled.
Meeting people in Costa Rica, talking to women farmers, like understanding the process of like what they go through to try and support that on the state side.
From there, Confident Coffee was born, starting as a roastery and opening its doors as a shop in 2020.
The name Confident came from exactly how I felt. It isn't that I always, my whole life, felt confident, but I did always really want to own something. I wanted to have something that was mine and that if I worked really hard could be successful. I really do think I'm supposed to be a coffee roaster, and I think I'm supposed to open a coffee company, and I don't know how to explain this. I feel confident.
That confidence helped her take the big step of opening a business and stepping into a leadership role in a historically male-dominated industry.
The truth is that specialty coffee and commodity coffee as a whole only exists on the backs of women. The reality is that the labor force in all of coffee is 70 to 90% women. But only 20% of those same women actually own land or in a leadership position. A lot of it was just like the first exposure to a machine that has complicated parts, gain a skill set that I wasn't like inherently taught ever in life. Getting over that intimidation, having awesome male mentors, by the way, throughout my career.
As Confident Coffee approaches 5 years as a shop, it continues to grow with a roastery, shops in Johnson and Rogers, and another coming to Fayetteville in August.
I have customers today that will be in the shop tonight that were here from day one, and they are still coming.
One of those longtime customers is Mike Davis.
This is my neighborhood coffee joint, when I lived here, and I live in Springdale now, but I regularly make choices if I'm out and I want coffee and I'm anywhere near here. I'll be like, well, I'll drive 15 minutes on my way and come get some Confident Coffee.
He says watching Amber's journey has been inspiring.
She started at the hardest of times just to even continue business, but she's starting it, and it's just, the whole community has embraced it.
For Amber, the success isn't just about the product. It's about the people who have supported her along the way.
The real success of our company is like coming from every single person that's on my team. The community really supports each other here. I do feel like even just in coffee or in other industries, it's such a good spirit about this area is that people want to see each other succeed.
And whether it's learning a new skill or opening a business, she has one message for anyone thinking about taking a leap.
The number one thing that you can do is believe in yourself.
Because sometimes the first step is confidence.